This ancient practice is still a powerful symbol of a family's wealth and success.
Every child takes the special dumpling to school on the day after the feast. It's like a great big competition. They all show off and compare them with each other to see who has got the biggest and the best one.
Grandpa Liao is head of the family. He is also a leading figure in the local Communist Party. He is responsible for relaying details of the party's policies to the remote reaches of the Dragon's Back. He's found the perfect way to get the party's directives out to his fellow farmers. He turns them into simple slogans and poems.
Growing crops will increase our food. So every family needs a plan that's good. You can relax at harvest's end. A store of crops means cash to spend.
Mr. Liao has set his blackboard out in the village square for 2 decades now. A direct connection with the Communist Party headquarters in Beijing, 1,000 miles away.
In 2004, I was honored as an outstanding party member. I put the certificate up on the wall, so the younger members of the family can see what their granddads achieved.
Until 1978, the Communist Party directly controlled all of China's land. But then they announced an extraordinary change in policy. The party decided to hand the land over to the peasants to run themselves. The average peasant income rocketed by more than 1,500%. And the lives of the Liao family changed beyond all recognition.
Ever since the land was privatized, life has been getting better and better.
We now eat much better.
We now eat better, and we have better clothes. Now we've even bought a fridge and a TV.
Sun Feng came to Shanghai from the countryside almost a year ago. Here he hoped to find wealth and success. Little did he know he would end up doing one of the most perilous jobs in the city.
It's a really dangerous job. That's the worst thing about it. The first time I stepped into the basket, I was terrified that I would fall out. When you're lowered on a rope and you hit something, it's really frightening. Now my heart doesn't race as much. Now it's just like standing on the ground.
Already 8 times the size of New York City, Shanghai is expanding every day. Investors are pouring more than $10 billion a year into this city, raising a skyline the equal of any in the world. In a population of over 20 million, over 3 million are migrant workers like Sun Feng. But it's a far cry from the small rural town where he grew up.
When I first came to Shanghai, I felt completely lost. Shanghaiers tend to push outsiders away. Getting to know people here is difficult.
And although he is earning more cash than he ever could at home, even as a window cleaner, Sun Feng is still paying a high price for his months away.
The hardest thing is not seeing my daughter, who is just so adorable. She only needs to smile to make me forget all the worries in my life.
In just a few weeks, Sun Feng will see his daughter for the first time in months, when he heads home to celebrate Chinese New Year. But for now, all he can do is work as hard as he can and earn as much as he can to support his family back home. The Chinese call their nation the Middle Kingdom because they believe it sits at the very center of the world. China covers over 3.5 million square miles of land. To the east lie great cities and ports. To the south, the impassable peaks of the Himalayas. To the west, great stretches of barren deserts. This great land is home to over 50 different peoples, each with their own culture, history, and tradition. Stretching across northern China lies Inner Mongolia. Thousands of miles of open grasslands and rugged mountain ranges. Although they have become citizens of Greater China, the people of Inner Mongolia still hold on to their unique culture. Once a year, they gather for the festival of Nadam, to celebrate the ancient traditions that set them apart from the rest of China. Extraordinary skill in horsemanship lies at the heart of Mongolian culture. And the climax of the Nadam festival comes at dawn on the third day, in what is the biggest horse race in the world. By tradition, all the riders are children, selected for their light build. Over 200 will be competing, racing across some of the most remote terrain on Earth. As the start is called, the jockeys rush to their mounts and thunder out across the open grasslands. The riders still follow ancient Mongolian custom to the letter. They have neither saddles nor stirrups, making the horses far harder to control. It is a trial of riding skill and endurance without equal. A testament to the survival of unique traditions and cultures all across China. China is a nation so diverse. Its people still speak 7 different major languages and over 80 different dialects. There is just one bond between them all. They can all read and use the same written characters. Over 40,000 unique symbols that can capture every essence of life in this immense nation.